Okay. I get it. You don't want to cold call. You don't want to spend any money. You want to get hot, motivated seller leads calling you saying, hey, I want to sell my property. But you also want to do it for free because you want everything. You want the best deals without spending any money at all, without calling or texting. You just want the inbound leads. You want the sellers coming to your phone right here saying, I want to sell my property. And you also don't want to work too hard. You want to work like 2 or 3 hours a day. That seems impossible. How in the world would anybody ever be able to do that for someone? Well, I can. I'm going to show you, all y'all lazy people, how you can get inbound seller leads with no money at all and start making a ton of cash in wholesaling real estate. You see, most people, when they think of inbound seller leads or inbound wholesaling, right? All they think about is going out here and buying a bunch of PPC or SEO or a bunch of direct mail. And that's what people know as inbound marketing, right? Inbound's great. Just drop $17,000 a month, right? Guys, I would be, no joke, the happiest, most stress-free YouTuber for wholesaling. Okay, let's play the game here. This is stress-free wholesaling coach Zach. Hello, guys. This is Zach Ginn, and today I'm going to teach you how to get really rich wholesaling real estate and do it really easy. So all you need to do is just spend $60,000 a month on PPC, and you will be getting around 100 really hot, motivated seller leads. Just close them and close a bunch of those deals, and you'll make probably, I don't know, 200 grand. And you just make this time, make 200 grand a month. It's so easy. Just drop 60 grand. Everyone's got 60 grand laying around, right? Just drop 60 grand this month in marketing. It might take 2 months actually for you to get some results because when you're doing PPC, obviously the Google account needs a couple months to warm. So just like save up like 200 grand from daddy's bank account and just drop that into Google PPC and you'll be getting a bunch of deals. Sounds good? All right, end of video. Like, guys, my life would be so easy. Marketing solved, just drop 60 grand a month. Like, duh. Holy moly. Of course, wholesaling would be so simple if I could do that. Who in here would, like, everyone would love that? Of course. I would tell you the best leads are going to be most likely from PPC. But here's the thing, okay? Nobody in here wants to drop 60 grand a month in marketing to get a 2x return on your ad spend. Like, that's ridiculous. Okay, well, how about this? How about you go out here and just drop, $600,000 in just direct mail this month? Anybody in here do that? No, like, so when a lot of people hear inbound marketing, of course, it's the best leads. Drop, $7 grand this month in Facebook ads. Like, this is not what most people do. And so let me just show everyone what traditional inbound versus outbound marketing looks like. And I don't teach that. That is not the method I'm going to teach you today. Now, obviously, I will be transparent. I make a lot of money from direct mail, and that's my favorite inbound market. It's my favorite marketing strategy still. I don't talk about it too much in here because most people don't drop 30, 40 grand a month in a specific market. But the one thing I will let you know is if you think of, traditional like inbound marketing, right? Inbound marketing. So inbound leads, right? These are leads where basically, of course, this is like the seller is going to reach out to you and then you just get a deal, right? The seller says, hey, I want to sell my house. Come to my house, give me an offer, right? That is what inbound marketing basically is, right? That's what inbound marketing is. That's what an inbound lead is. Now, on average, you are going to pay $300 to even $1,000, right, per inbound lead, right? And the cool part about inbound leads, though, I'll be real with you. 1 out of 20, maybe 1 out of 25 is equal to a deal. Like and so if you're using a PPC, you're probably at like $500 for a deal. 500 for a lead, and you can probably close if you're really good, like 1 out of 10 of them. So about 5-6 grand per deal. That's not terrible. Versus outbound marketing, right? Where you're going out here and doing all the work, right? That basically means you are reaching out to the seller and then you try to get a deal. Now, this is where you mostly find all the angry, rah people, okay? How dare you call me? How dare you talk to me? F you, screw you. right? You're a meanie poo. Okay. I'm not going to say the words sellers have said to me. I've heard some of the most heinous things I've ever heard in my entire life from motivated sellers. But the cool part about inbound like leads, which everyone in here knows, is like you call them, they're like really happy. They're like, yeah, I filled out basically a form on the site saying I would like a cash offer on my property. Thank you so much for calling me. It's all sunshine and rainbows. Now, of course, it's like that. If you spend $1,000 to get a lead and you close 1 out of 10 of them, of course, life is pretty sunshine and peaches and cream and rainbows. But I started out in wholesaling. I was in the trenches. Okay. I was putting bandit signs out at 4 a.m. in the dang morning. All right. It was not fun. Okay. It was not enjoyable. All right. Like I had to deal with the crackheads in Florida putting my bandit signs out. All right. It's not for everyone. Okay. I had the elements out there, Florida man stuff. Okay. I'm dodging alligators left and right, just trying to put these bandit signs out, trying to make a name for myself. Though that's the grind. That's the hustle. As somebody who is 17 years old, 16 years old when I put my first dang bandit sign out, as a 16-year-old kid, I could not drop $7,000 a month on direct mail. I couldn't do PPC. I didn't have that kind of money. So that is, I believe, 98% of the people, who's starting out in wholesaling can't do that. So that really sucks. And that is not who I want to talk about today, right? Because anyone can drop a bunch of money in marketing, right? Now, the people that I'm trying to talk to are, hey, I would love to go out here and do inbound leads. Now, what I mostly tell you is like, well, dude, bro, outbound leads, it's like $2 per lead and 1 out of 50 can probably close. That makes life a lot easier. Maybe 1 out of maybe $4 or $5. It depends, right? There's so many different outbound marketing strategies. Texting might be $3, $4 a lead, right? But here's the thing. Outbound marketing, it takes a lot of time. So your biggest expense for outbound marketing, which I think everyone in here knows, the biggest cost for outbound is going to be time. And for inbound, the biggest cost obviously is going to be the expenses. So they both have massive cons. I'll be real with you. Anybody in here who's lying to you says, oh, there's not really too many cons with inbound. There's massive cons with inbound. It is very expensive. It is not scalable at all either. Okay, a lot of people say you can't scale outbound, bro. You can definitely scale outbound. And whoever tells you, oh, you can't scale, outbound marketing, there's a lot of people making $10, $12 million a year in wholesaling do only outbound. A lot of them. Now the inbound people, I know many that have scaled. The only people that I know that can scale inbound marketing is there's a couple people, and I'll give some shout outs. One shout out of somebody who I don't talk about this person much, but this person does deserve a shout out. His name is Doug Hopkins. This guy will drop, I believe, what I've seen, millions of dollars, maybe not millions a year, maybe even a month. He's at least $600-700K a month. I have really looked into kind of the way he does things. It's very interesting to me. Homeboy's got built. I was driving on the California Expressway in LA. I'm driving to LA from Riverside, California, and I just see a massive billboards for Doug Hopkins. Like, we buy houses cash. He was in Phoenix. He's everywhere. That guy's cool. He does a lot of deals. He's an OG type guy. But it's like that guy is dropping crazy money on bill. Like, he's at like TV billboard type stuff. It's not that scalable, but that guy figured out the scale. Most people outside of him can't do it. You ain't seeing wholesalers going out here dropping millions of dollars a month outside that guy. Him and New Western. There's like the top two like massively scaled guys I've seen. But most of you guys can't scale inbound that like he can, right? Outbound, I know a ton of people doing a ton of deals. So here's the massive issue. The biggest con is time and angry people, right? That's the biggest problem with outbound. Now, what's outbound? Obviously, outbound marketing. Let me just show you, right? It's calling, texting. But the biggest con with outbound is angry people, and it's a ton of time. The biggest con with inbound is the cost. Now, what if I was able to show you a system today where you will get, is that a check mark? That's a terrible check mark. There we go. You get inbound leads that are super cheap. Like, when I say cheap, I mean free. And my favorite part is the sellers are semi-crazy. Now, the cool part with outbound marketing, you just deal with crazy sellers. Inbound, you deal with nice sellers. With this system I'm about to teach you, you deal with semi-crazy sellers, which honestly, not semi-crazy sellers I can deal with all day. Crazy, I mean, I deal with crazy people all day. I mean, I deal with myself. So I can deal with crazy people. They're just like me. But the cool part, what I'm about to teach you is how you get a super cheap inbound lead system with semi-crazy sellers. Now, you might be like, Zach, how in the world can you get free inbound leads? This sounds absolutely ridiculous. Well, I'm glad you asked. It's a way that, I mean, basically these ways I basically invented. I'll just be real with you. Not one person just thought of these things that I'm about to tell you off the dome. This is some crazy stuff. All right. The reason why that I invented these things is because nobody else was willing to help people who had no money to get inbounds. And now this is not an announcement. Like, these are things I've been talking about forever. So I'm just kind of putting it all together into one video. Live stream here. But like the craziest thing is I basically had to invent these things because nobody else in the wholesaling industry wanted to do this for you guys. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to go give you all the free game right now. So let's go out here and let's break down exactly what this is. Now, let's traditionally, really quick, just look at inbound versus outbound. So what is inbound marketing? What is outbound marketing, right? So inbound marketing versus outbound. Traditionally, when you talk to most wholesalers, what they say, right? Let's just talk about this. Inbound marketing, obviously way more expensive. And then this is going to be more time, right? So inbound marketing traditionally is going to be PPC, pay-per-click. So they search sell my house, Google, SEO, very expensive to run, but they search it organically. It's pretty good. Now, what's really interesting is you can do Facebook ads. That's also not terrible, right? Facebook ads, you get there. Direct mail, which is my favorite. You just mail postcards. You could do a little bit of letters here and there. That's great too. And then inbound, you can do PPL also, paper lead. And then lastly, if you want some inbound leads, I mean, you do TV and radio, right? Those are now I've gotten deals from radio. I've never done TV, but by far the massive big issue with the inbound marketing, which I'll be real, is going to be the sheer cost. Okay. It's just going to be cost. Now, let me ask you this question, and I'm just being real with everyone. Does anybody in here, and let's just let me go out here and target one of these industries. That work? And whatever. I'm just going to target one industry. Let's target PPL for a second. Okay. Let's just target PPL for a second. All right. Does anybody in here, and we're going to do this live, does anybody in here know somebody that's dropped $5,000 or more on PPL that didn't get a deal? Let me write it on here just so we don't forget. Does anybody in here know somebody that dropped? I'm going to put on the banner. Does anyone, let's put this, know someone who dropped 5K? Does anybody here know someone that dropped 5K in PPL didn't get a deal? Anybody in here? Does anybody know this? So the answer is very overwhelming. I think a lot of people do. It's kind of funny. I literally searched PPL lose money on YouTube, and all these people, obviously all these videos of people. Yep, I dropped $5,000. I dropped 10 grand. I dropped 15 grand. Can you get one deal with PPL? I've come to the fact, we have dollar leads, right? But like most PPL is complete garbage, like terrible, like dookie. I watched a live stream. I won't mention who because I want to protect everyone's integrity in their names. But I watched a live stream somebody sent to me, let's say very recently, of somebody went live and this PPL company live streamed this thing. And it was basically, they were like, okay, well, we're going to go out here and close sellers live using our PPL platform. I'm like, oh, cool. And it's great research for me to see, right? And so I'm watching it, and I had somebody else watch it for me. It was too long. It was like over 2 hours. But like this person, they spent, and I kid you not, they dropped $15,000 worth of leads, right? Because the leads are $300-$400 each. This person dropped $15,000 of PPL leads. How many people do you think this person closed? How many? And this was like a couple of weeks ago. Zero deals. And so I've come to the conclusion that like, that is like the biggest scam I can think of in the world. Like, I mean, what's a bigger scam than dropping 15 grand and getting no deals or leads? Now, that's why we made dollar leads. Again, dollar leads is closed. You can't even get dollar leads anymore. But like, you physically can't spend 15 grand on dollar leads and not get a deal. Like, what I mean by this is, and by the way, what I'm saying is facts. You can look up these live streams. Like, people go live and they'll drop $15,000 worth of leads and can't, or $12,000, $10,000 of leads, can't close one deal. Like, that's a scam. I don't know one person on X Leads, and I have the stats. I have all the stats. Okay, so let's look it up right now. Let's go with the stats. If you drop $10,000 on X Leads, you would be able to send 1 million text messages. Now, I have all the internal stats inside of X Leads. There are people that have dropped $1 million texts. Every single person that's done over 1 million text messages, they all have closed a deal. It's impossible to send 1 million text messages on X Leads using the scripts we have inside of it and not get a deal. It's impossible to do that. On PPL, you can just click up a couple buttons and in a couple hours you're out 10 grand. The question is, why can't you close a deal? It's half closing ability and it's half the PPL platform. Now, I'm seeing all these things, right? So like, you ever look up, no joke, and maybe this is me just like being one-sided, but if you search a PPL company and just search space scam, you are going to find thousands of, maybe tens to hundreds of reviews saying, I spent 10 grand, I didn't get one deal. I spent 6 grand, didn't get one deal. I spent 8 grand, didn't get one deal. At what point do you blame the person for their closing ability versus they're not? I think it's absolutely insane to me. And so, this is why we made dollar leads. And the reason why I've made X Leads too is like, people are being absolutely scammed out here from PPL companies. Now, there's some really good PPL companies out there that are amazing. I've talked some good stuff about some PPL companies, and I don't really have anything mean to say about any specific ones, but like in general, I have seen people physically drop and lose money. I have a buddy, another buddy in wholesaling. He spent last month, this person is going to be anonymous. They spent 1, 2, 3, 4. They spent 5 figures last month. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. This guy or gal, who shall not be named, a buddy of mine, spent 5 figures last month on PPC. Do you know how many deals he got? Or she? Anybody know? 5 figures on PPC. You know how many deals they got? 0. And this person's good at closing. So how in the world is this happening? Now, I'll be real with you. I'm a little biased. I have never dropped 5 figures in a month in direct mail, didn't get a deal. It's never happened. It's never happened. Actually, we had a month where we dropped about like 15 grand in direct mail. We got no deals that month, but the month after, someone from that campaign called and we closed like a $40,000 deal. So Kabi says, but I think you can say that for every channel. Not really. Not really. On average, if you drop $10,000 on calling, which would be, if you use let's say use a triple line dialer, bro, 200 a month, 10 grand. You would be divided by 12. You would be cold calling on X Leads. If you drop 10 grand on just a dialer and phone numbers on X Leads, it would take you 4 years. You would have to call 14,000 people for a month for 4 years straight for you not to lose 10 grand. So I don't know anyone dropped 10 grand in cold calling, didn't get a deal. It just don't happen. There's not one person that's dropped 1 million emails a million text messages in X Leads that didn't get a deal. This is the massive issue and the massive thing I'm telling you right now between inbound and outbound. I know people who have dropped 5 figures on PPC, no deal. I've seen people drop 5 grand, 7 grand on SEO, no deal. I know people that drop 10 grand on Facebook ads, no deal. I know people that done direct mail, no deal, but very rare. PPL, I mean, that's probably the worst one. TV and radio, I've had people drop 6, 7 grand on TV and radio, not one deal. So this is the massive issue with inbound marketing. It's super expensive. You drop so much money, and if it fails, it fails. The PPL company is going to point to you and say, hey, it's because you suck. You suck at closing. But at what point do you see 15, 30 people say that, right? And trust me, I get people that say X Leads is terrible. I spent $200 and I didn't get a deal. Spending $200 and not getting a deal is a lot different than spending $10,000 and not getting a deal. But I will let you know, if you can drop $1,000 on X Leads, which would be 10,000 text messages, it's going to be hard for you not to get a deal. But no one's dropped 10 grand on the plot. There's not one person that's dropped 10 grand on X Leads and not gotten a deal. Every other software, there's plenty of those type of people out there. So I'm just saying that you got to be very, and I'm not saying PPL in general is a scam. Have PPL companies scam people out of 10, 15, 30 grand? Yeah, I see all these like packages being sold everywhere. It's ridiculous. But I'll let you do, okay? Every single one of these strategies, people drop 10 grand, not going to deal from. It's just truth. It's just cold, hard truth. Now, what is outbound marketing? Outbound marketing is going to be a lot cheaper. So you can't go out here in outbound marketing and drop 10 grand and not get a deal on average. So for example, this is cold calling. So really, cold calling is super cheap with even with a triple line dialer. Texting, you'd have to, you can't send a million texts and not get a deal. Cold calling, texting, it's a great one. Door knocking, I don't know if someone that's knocked on 10,000 doors and not going to deal. Door knocking, I would probably say drawing for dollars counts for that too. Drawing for dollars. I mean, this is traditional outbound type of marketing. And obviously, you can technically call it RVMs. I do not recommend RVMs, but it is a method out here. So it's crazy, right? So like, how do you spend 10 grand on X Leads? That's a lot of work. I mean, the only way you'd spend 10 grand on X Leads is you would do like 70,000 text messages a month for a year. Like it'd be a crazy amount and you only get 60,000 skip traces, which is a lot for X Leads. So it's like kind of funny on the X plan, right? It's like you can't even drop that amount of money. And oh look, Cobby, I agree. PPL sucks. I spent 5 grand and no deal. I agree with that. So like, but Cobby's not crying saying I got scammed. He just knows PPL sucks and he doesn't talk about it. Cobby, let me know. I'm very curious. What platform did you drop 5 grand and not get a deal on? Be very curious. Be very, 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 very curious. We get another question here. What happened to Dollar Leads? Dollar Leads is still around. The massive issue with Dollar Leads is we are just too full. Dollar Leads is working too well for the average person. It's about 1 out of, I think, 200 diamond leads get the deal. 1 out of 500 on Dollar Leads. So on average, people inside that PPL that we have, it's about $400-500 to get a deal, which is really good. I mean, no one PPL company can really do something like that. But yeah, we have it on a wait list. We're dropping version 2 next week. It's going to be pretty exciting. Yeah. But not spend 5 grand on SMS or cold because it's difficult to even fathom spending that. See, that's the thing. See, nobody in wholesaling wants to tell you about this. Nobody wants to talk. And we have everyone come out the woodwork. Yeah, I dropped 5 grand. It's just so funny. I saw a very funny video. I was going to share it on here, but it talked about the company that the person felt scammed. Scams are a very interesting word people can throw around, but this person dropped 5 grand, not Cobby, and he didn't get one deal on the platform. It's just crazy to me. So don't get scammed out of your money. These PPL companies would love to take your money. Trust me, I know this. There's some great PPL companies out there. I'll be honest with you. Some are really amazing, and some really suck. I'm not going to tell you who's good or not. If you could drop, say, hey, I spent on this and I didn't get a deal, kind of crazy. Really quick, I have X Leads drawing for dollars out there. Yes, if you search app space.x, actually, I'll just drop the video on you really quick because I really got to keep talking on here. But this guy says it's on here, so I will show you. So if you go here, there you go. Let's go here. Okay, it's right here. It's right here. So here's the video, just so you know. Yes, we do have a drawing for dollars app. You go here. I dropped the YouTube video on for you right here. And if you just go to app.xleads.com, that's how you actually access the drawing for dollars app. Yeah, you actually go to app.xleads.com, watch that video. It's in the tutorials. It's right there. Okay. So the whole antithesis of what I'm saying is I'm not trying to go after any PPL platform today. Okay. That's not for me to deal with. It's not my thing. Okay. But what I am saying is I know people that drop 10 grand on all these things that don't get deals. You can't fathom, just like Cobby said, you can't drop 5 grand and not get a deal from any of these platforms. But it is a lot of time. There's a lot more time consumption being done here, right? So this is outbound versus inbound. Now, most inbound, this is what people think. And it's like scam central over here because you're dropping all this money, you don't get any deals, right? But what if I told you, for everybody watching this, there is another type of inbound marketing which I'm sharing with you today. And what this is there's 2 types of inbound. This is crazy. There is inbound marketing can actually be done in 2 ways. There is hot inbound, right? Oops. And then there is something called cold inbound. So that is exactly what we're talking about today. I call it cold inbound. Now, that is exactly what I'm talking about today. You see, when I just talked about inbound marketing, the PPC, PPL, like all those really expensive platforms, right? That is hot inbound, right? Again, PPC, PPL, you got SEO, Facebook ads, direct mail, TV, right? Like that's what hot inbound is. Super expensive, like cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching central. Now there's something called cold inbound. Now the cool thing about cold inbound, the average lead here is going to be $500 per lead, probably a lot more for PPC. And the average cold inbound lead is going to be $2 to $3 a lead. Now, who in here wants some cold inbound leads? Let me know, guys, we're live. Okay. Who in here wants cold inbound leads? You get inbound leads. The sellers are coming to you. There's one thing you have to do extra, which I'll share what it is today. Obviously, I'm going to drop as much gems as I possibly can. But who in here would want that? $2 to $3 a lead. Who wants to go out here and drop $2 to $3 to get an inbound lead? You're not paying any of these PPL companies. Oh, Cindy says not really. That's actually kind of hilarious. There you go, Cindy. So Cindy is a no, which is kind of funny to me. We got Tamil wants that. Oh Lord, I bet Cindy's making 50 grand a month. Oh, now Cindy says share. Okay, I think she's saying no to something else. But basically, yeah, you can make a lot of money off of cold inbound, and we're gonna talk about it. Okay, so a lot of people are these local. Yes, guys, I'm not selling this to you right now. I'm showing you how to do it. I have nothing to sell you here. I'm just showing you how to do it. Okay, cold inbound leads. These are local leads that you're going to boost yourself. You don't need to go out here and pay for it. This is not PPL. This is not dollar leads. This is completely different. So let's break this down and let me show you what it is. So cold inbound leads. All right. This is really interesting. So cold inbound leads. Let's share it. Okay. So cold inbound is traditionally, okay, it's traditionally 3 methods. There's 3 ways to get cold inbound leads. These, again, are cheap/free ways to get inbound leads. All right, that is exactly what cold inbound. Now, cold inbound is exactly what you imagine. Hot inbound, again, which we will share. Hot inbound is going to be obviously, let's use direct mail for an example, because I think that's the best inbound strategy, direct mail. You will drop maybe $5,000 to go out here and send 10,000 postcards, right? On average. And you probably get like 9,000 now or whatever. Okay. So what happens is you send the 10,000 postcards. You will get calls from sellers. They're going to call you saying, hey, I got your postcard saying you're buying houses. I'm interested in selling it, right? Oh. And then you obviously meet at the house. You make a virtual offer. You get the deal, right? That is exactly what direct mail usually is. They're coming in hot. They are on fire. They're hot. Smoking leads. Those are great. You pull a list, preferably from xleads.com. You go out here, you get the deals. Cha-ching, 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 right? Now, here's the thing here, all right? Here's the craziness. What cold inbound is, which I'll make it red, why not? What cold inbound is, it's a little different. The seller reaches out to you and they are going to be either cold, hot, or something. What you got to do is you have to qualify them, and then it goes to you. Actually, wait, it goes the other way. My bad. It goes to you. You then go out here and qualify, and then you go out here and get the deal. That, again, is what cold inbound. The only thing that's different is you have to do this qualifying process. You know why? Because these people are not going to be as hot. They're going to be a little, we got to warm it. Okay. It's like a TV dinner. Okay. They're frozen. The meal's frozen in the freezer. We got to warm it up and then we can eat it. Okay. It's not served hot. All right. So again, these are colder leads. They're getting inbound from you, but you qualify them to get a deal. That's what cold inbound is. So let's share exactly how to get cold inbound leads right now. And you can get them for free also. So let's share this. So the first method, and before I give you the method, half of y'all watch this. You're going to do this. You're going to do this. Oh, I don't want to hear that. No. You don't understand. I want hot leads. I want them to be inbound. I want them to be free, but I also don't want to do any work. I want to be lazy. I want to be on the couch. It comes to me. It's what everybody wants. You're going to have to work hard for this. This is not some little walk in the park. This is not all pancakes and rainbows or gumdrops and rainbows and unicorns wholesaling. Okay, the unicorns and gumdrop wholesaling videos that's a whole different other wholesaling channel. Okay, that's not me. Okay, I just tell you the dang truth. All right, some people don't like the truth, but I make people money, so that they got to listen to it. Okay. Oh my gosh. So let's break this all down. So first and foremost, method one of cold inbound is my EOG system. Now everyone's rolling, not the EOG system. You know what? I saw it, but I didn't take any action and I still want to complain. Bro, this is just absolutely hilarious to me. This is absolutely hilarious to me. Okay. But you go out here with the EOG system. All right. You can go out here. And what the EOG system basically is you go to use our software. We have a software. I'm going to drop it below. But basically, use our software. It's a software called freewholesaling.com. It's our EOG software. You just go in there, email offer generator system. And basically, all you do with the EOG system is you send 30,000 emails a month. You send 30,000 emails a month. And then those sellers will call you. You qualify, and then you go out here and get a deal. That is exactly, right now, what this whole system is about. The EOG works. Trey says EOG works. I know it works, bro. He's using it. I appreciate it. I've started using it daily. There we go. That's what I'm talking. So this system is, I have a software. It connects Google Sheets to your Gmail account. You got to be inside of freewholesaling.com. We're going to put the link below. Got to join a free real estate wholesaling course and community. But basically, you download that software, you get a bunch of emails. I'll show you how to do that. And then you just start email blasting. And you're going to get a ton. Now, you have to rotate your emails. I think every 1 to 200 emails, you use a new Gmail. You can use unlimited Gmail accounts. But you are basically blasting out 30,000 at most, maybe 25,000. It really depends. Okay. It's just so funny to me. But you have to go out here and drop, and this is just hilarious to me, but you go out here. Oh my gosh. It's so funny, but you go out here and drop, let's do the math here really quick. So you drop 60,000, you get 60,000 skip traces, which is kind of insane to me right now. So you drop 60,000. There we go. You drop so you get 60,000 per month on the X plan. So you can do that. So if you did 60,000 in a year, that's what, 720,000? Yeah, you drop 720,000 emails in a month, which is crazy to me. But the reason why this whole system works so dang well is, again, all you do is drop 30,000 emails a month. Sellers call you, qualify, you get the deal. Now, how in the world do you access this? Again, you go to freewholesaling.com, which is right here. I'll show you how to access it. So right here, when you go inside of freewholesaling.com, I'll share it. You go inside of here, you go to the classroom section, and you scroll down to, where's EOG? Hold on, it might be under marketing. I don't show it inside of this, inside the classroom on purpose, but I will show this part, I guess. EOG is right here. Okay. The EOG is right here. Okay. Can I show 100 and Pro Trust? Go back out here. There we go. EOG. If I publish it, there we go. I got to put it right under here. Okay, cool. So pretty much what we got is we have our EOG system, which is right here. So EOG system's right here. And I don't share too much about it, but basically you're using this software. I'm not going to share the whole thing, and you're able to connect your stuff. So you're going to get all of this. Oh, can't show this. Can't show. See, I can't show half this. I'm just going to delete it. I can't show this part. That'd be kind of ridiculous. 35. I actually have to take this out of the stream now. People, YouTube don't like that. Okay. But basically, you can go out here and get a spreadsheet. So all you do is you go out here, go through the system, show you how to do it. So how do you do it? Again, first and foremost, you go to what do you do here? Right there. Okay, cool. You basically just go to xleads.com. Oops. You go to xleads.com and you get 25,000 skip trace records a month, which is an amazing deal. And you go to xleads.com, you get 25,000 skip trace records, and those skip trace records include emails. You throw in the EOG system, you start dropping emails every single day, and you'll get like 100 leads. And it's like, let's just say X leads is the only cost, about $1 per lead right there. And you can probably convert 1 out of 100 and you'll be good to go. That is exactly how to do the EOG system. You see, you put your phone number on the email and they all start messaging you. Some good money there. Now, the second strategy here, and this is an amazing strategy too, is you go out here, and this one's a little weirder, but this is a good inbound strategy. So this strategy is technically not wholesaling, if that makes sense. I know it. I know it sounds a little weird, but this strategy is like, it's not wholesaling. It's basically the way it is. It's my inbound. All right, let me write this down. It's my inbound. There we go. It's my inbound JV deal system. Gotcha. But again, pretty much how this works is you are going to get wholesalers with deals, with locked up contracts. They've locked up deals. They can't dispo it for some reason. They're going to reach out to you, and then you are then going to dispo the deal and then collect your check. Now, this is a really cool system to know exact. How in the world do I get wholesalers to go out here? All right. How in the world do I get wholesalers to go out here and send me their deals? How does that even work? If somebody has a deal, let's say they could probably make 20 grand on it, but they can't find a buyer. How are they even going to know who I am? Why would they even want to work with me? Why would they even want to give me that deal? Well, that's pretty easy. If you can create a system where they send you deals systematically, it's guaranteed. Now, let me show you a system where you can get at least, at minimum, 18 deals. Who here wants to make at least 180 grand from this type of system? I think we all do. And let me show you exactly what the system is. So what this inbound system basically is you go out here, all right? And what you're going to do is you're going to obviously join freewholesaling.com. You are going to do 5 DMs a day. You are then going to call these people and build a relationship. You are going to network with them, all right? You are going to text them off and on and just hang out with them. You do that for 365 days. You are then going to get, let's do the math. You're then going to get, there we go, 1,825 or 65? 25. You're going to talk to 1,825 wholesalers over the course of a year. Now, here's the cool part. If 1% of those people bring you a deal a year, That is equal to roughly 18 deals a year. You make 10K off of each one. You are at minimum making $180,000 from doing 5 DMs a day. Whoa. So how in the world do I find these people? How do I reach out to them? How in the world does this happen? Wow. I wish somebody had the largest wholesaling community, of course, in the entire world, where they would allow me to do something like this. And they weren't trying to go out here and just keep it all for themselves. And they don't want to help other people. Oh, wait, it's me. I want to help you. I want to get you rich. Okay. So let me share. This is pretty dang exciting. But obviously, you join at freewholesaling.com, which is scrolling on the bottom. You go here, you join the greatest wholesaling real estate course of all time, freewholesaling.com. And you basically go out here. And all you do is you go to the map section. It's right here. It's the map section. You click on the map section. And guess what's right here? These are all 59,400 of my best friends right here inside of freewholesaling.com. Kind of crazy. So all you got to do is just scroll down here. Let's say you want to start wholesaling with people in, let's do, I don't know. Let's just try Atlanta. There's currently you guys know this? There's currently 2,600 wholesalers in the community in Atlanta, Georgia. Is that insane? Is that crazy? Is that absolutely insanity right now? We have about 2,600 people just in Atlanta in the community. Wow. That is insanity. That is crazy to me. So if you're in Atlanta, you can literally message 5 people a day for a whole year and you won't be able to talk. So you can actually find, okay, well, let's just do everyone in Smyrna, Georgia, right? So you can click on Sana Mazar. You can go reach out to Harold Humphrey, right? Shout out to him. He looks like he does creative deals. He does wholesale deals mostly. He's chilling. Okay. So you can reach out to, so all you have to do is just click chat and you can just DM him right there. That's pretty dang cool, right? Guys, I mean, the amount of wholesalers we have all over the country is absolutely insanity to me, okay? It is crazy. So if I zoom in and we go to a bigger area, so let's just do California, right? Look at all these people. Look at this. Absolute insanity. Look at all the wholesalers. This is all where they live. If I scroll, it's crazy. When I was driving around LA, Los Angeles, so I was in Koreatown where I was hanging out there. If I just zoom in on a map, these are where all these wholesalers live who are in our community. You can't go too many streets over and there's already a guy in the community. It's so crazy to me. Okay. Yesterday I was in Miami all day. And if I go to Miami, this is kind of crazy too. If I go to Miami, I scroll in, every which way I go in Miami, there's a wholesaler in the community. I can drive all the way everywhere. There's a wholesaler in the community that's where they live. This is absolutely insane to me, okay? It's not one part. This entire dang country, there ain't a wholesaler, okay? I can talk about the whole world. Okay, we got wholesalers everywhere. Okay. So you guys just reach out to these people, DM them. Okay. I mean, crazy. We're at 1,100 people in London right now in our community. Crazy. The whole world. Okay. They call me Pitbull. I'm Mr. Worldwide. We got wholesalers in Afghanistan doing deals. Okay. We got people everywhere. We do not have North Korea. That's literally the only place we don't have a wholesaler. Okay. Insanity to me. Okay, so if you want to go out here and complain that you can't go get deals, just inbound sellers everywhere, every which way. We got bros in Greenland. Okay, we got sisters and bros in Greenland out here wholesaling. Okay, well, he's in Texas. I don't know why he put Greenland, but I guess we don't have many in Greenland. But hey, you just DM these people, and what you got to do is just DM these people. And now you got to have 2 things. You need to have basically a JV agreement. We provide the JV agreements inside of freewholesaling.com. If you want a JV agreement, all you have to do is just go here. and you go to our classroom, and then you go to the scripts, and the JV agreement should be right here. And you can go out here, download, and use our JV agreement, which is really cool. But on top of that too, we got plenty of people in Iceland. You can find these people. They will send you deals. 1% of them send you a deal. All you got to do, honestly, is just go to X Leads. You just go to xleads.com, and you can find all the cash buyers you possibly want inside of X Leads, and you're good to go. Now, you don't even need X Leads. You can go out here if you had no money, right? Like completely broke. Guess what? You just go to Facebook groups. You can talk to realtors. You can go out here on Zillow for rents. Guys, I have modules of me just cold calling inside of these, finding cash buyers with no money at all. Like no money at all. I showed exactly all these options, how you can go out here and do it. Kind of insane to me. But everyone wants to complain to me about how wholesaling does not work. It's just crazy to me. Just absolute insanity to me. Now, let's talk about my last thing, okay? Just grab some water. There we go. I got my gallon today. Got a whole gallon. I'm halfway through it. Hopefully I don't take a potty right there, but okay. So we're going out here, and those are the two ways. Now, what's the third way? Now, a lot of you guys already know what the third way is, but maybe you need a refresher, and we're going to talk about it. By far, I saved my favorite method for last. By far, without a doubt, my favorite method is going to be reverse driving for dollars. And I'm just going to make it really simple. Okay, this is how you reverse drive for dollars. You pull a list of pre-foreclosures. You pull all the pre-foreclosures in your area. Okay. At most in your area, you're going to have 1 to 200 active pre-foreclosures. What you're going to do is you're going to pull up to their house. You're going to use AI to analyze the best route. You're going to pull up to their house, and you're going to drop a sticky note on their door. The sticky note is going to say, hey, this is Zach. I had a quick question about your property. Hey, this is Zach. I had a quick question about your property. Please give me a call back, and you use a Google Voice number. That Google Voice number is going to go to, obviously, your phone. And you are going to put your Taylor Swift. You're going to put your Wu-Tang Clan. Whatever music gets you pumped up for the day. Okay. Lately, my running music has been David Goggins just screaming inside of a microphone for 2 hours straight. That is what's getting me through all my runs lately. But I'll be real with you. Whatever gets you excited for the day, that Google Voice goes to your phone, and basically you slap 100 sticky notes for the week of all the pre-foreclosures. They're going to call and say, you put a sticky note on my door. What's going on? Hey, no, how's it going? My name is Zach. Yeah, we put sticky notes in the area of properties we're looking to buy, and that looked like a property I was interested in. Or you thinking about selling it? Boom. Then you go out there, and you get all the inbound sellers. Either they say yes or no, you qualify them, get the offer, get the deal, cha-ching. Guys, you could literally just throw in. Okay, you could throw in your headphones, put whatever song, whatever music you're into. Okay, throw your Big X the plug in there, and go jam out. Just put sticky notes out and have a good day. I mean, it's so simple. You're having a great time. You're just dancing, hollering, screaming your music while you're putting sticky notes out. Now, a lot of people say, but Zach, what if they come up to me while I'm putting the note out and they say, what are you doing here? You have two options. You can just do this. I'm so sorry. And you run away. That's option one. Option two is, hey, I'm looking to buy properties in the area for cash. Are you interested in selling it? What are you doing here? Get out. Hey, put a note down. I'm interested in buying the property. Are you interested in selling it? I'm looking to buy houses in the area. Seems like a good house for me to buy. Why are you looking to buy? Well, I either look to buy properties, me and my partner, to rent them out, or maybe we have to go out here and fix it up, put it back on the market, make money. I mean, it really depends. I mean, it really depends on the property. I mean, are you looking at selling it? Who are you? My name's Zach. I'm looking to buy properties in the area. Why do you want to buy? Either to buy them as a rental with my partner or to fix it up and flip the property. What do you want? Looking to buy. Why? So, like, Guys, if you can get over who you are, why you want to buy the property, it's pretty simple. You just got to be able to go out here and get rid of all these objections. Makes it pretty dang simple. And so those are how you get free inbound seller leads. Then you get all those leads coming in and you get deals. Now, the coolest part and probably the most exciting part about this is I actually don't know one wholesaler that's done 1,000 drawing for dollar sticky notes that didn't get a deal. Now, I know somebody that used our methods. There's somebody who claimed to drop 700 and not get a deal. And it was kind of funny to me because they said, I dropped 700 and get a deal. I'm like, what was your script? And they used some like real estate, like, we're a real estate hedge fund finance company and we want to give you no obligation. I was like, it's not my script. It's like, yeah, I didn't want to use your script. I'm like, well, that's why you're not getting a deal. It's just so funny to me. Okay. Don't you have to be level 6 to start sending messages? That's so smart. Yes. So guess what? You start commenting and reaching out to people on posts and get connected doing that first. Then you level up. It should take you about a week or two to level up inside of school, in the school group. And then boom, you can start DMing people. The whole point is the people who drop the most support and love and basically value in the community are able to do JV deals. Shocker. But that, guys and gals, is exactly how you go out here and get inbound seller leads for free. Level up. Simple as that. Ibrahim says, I got banned. Try to DM me. I'll see what's going on there. Usually we ban people because they try to do crazy stuff. So we'll see. I got banned from commenting. I don't know what to tell you there. So let's answer some questions. Again, why is Dollar Leads no more? Dollar Leads is still here, obviously. We just wanted to keep the quality as high as we possibly can. Why is he literally giving the leads for $1? So version 2 is we're going to drop. It's going to be pretty exciting. I think next week in 7 days, we're going to drop it. And the hint is we're going to do market-specific leads at the cheapest price anyone's ever seen. And all I'm going to say is it's going to be pretty exciting. And I guess all I could say about that is, if it's good for the industry, then why are you mad at me? I don't know. It's going to be pretty exciting. I think you guys are really going to like it. I got dollar leads. Can I text the leads? Can't call during. Yeah, of course you could text them. Texting is one of the most important things. Make sure you get X leads for your texting. Be pretty exciting. Big Mike says, I already have dollar leads and I want to upgrade to diamond leads. Will I get them instantly or will I have to wait for You're going to have to wait for version 2. You're probably going to want to get version 2 instead. But I'm not going to say anything about it. Most likely, we're dropping version 2 next week. Again, I'm not trying to overhype this, but it will sell out version 2, and we're going to give people who have the diamond and dollar leads first dips on it. We probably want to, I'm not going to say too much about it, but we're probably going to sell out like during the live, and we're probably not going to take it. We just got to make sure that we have the highest quality, and it works really good. We got to keep those ROIs as high as we can, and pretty excited. We got a bunch of people. Max sent me like 10 people who closed deals already from dollar leads, which is insane. Like that's crazy already. Jesse, you guys saw he closed 7 contracts his second day on dollar leads. He got 10 leads. So he spent $10 for 10 leads and got 7 contracts. Crazy. Guerrero says, I signed up for the diamond leads wait list, but I got impatient and paid for the call center instead. Only been a day, but I already feel less stressed. Yeah, the call center is going to be probably even better, dude, because those are going to be very high intent people. X Leads is of course, X Leads. X Leads is awesome. Congrats, Big Dog Duke. Look at all these people loving X Leads. Alfredo, what's going on, bro? I love it. Guerrero says, are there international laws make it harder to wholesale on the U.S. market from out the country? I would probably say the contrary. It's actually a lot easier to wholesale. I'll tell you, it's easier to, I'll be straight with you. It's easier to virtually wholesale from outside the United States than inside. I'm just being real. Okay. I'm just being real. I don't want to elaborate on it, but it does get a lot easier to wholesale from outside the United States. That's all I'm going to say. But being in the U.S. on a local market is going to be by far the best one. Level 5. See, easy as that. There we go. All righty. Is that Zenitsu? No way. I can't tell if that's him. Is that Zenitsu? I don't know if that's him. He has like a no. He has a suit on. That can't be Demon Slayer guy. How so? I mean, Dre, you're a little different, but okay, I'll elaborate a little more. Let's just say if you want to sue somebody and they live in the United States, it's very easy to do that, right? If you're in China and you don't like how a United States business is attacking you, you could sue the guy in China, right? So the Chinese guy can sue you in an American court. But if somebody in China, and this is what happened, like these Chinese companies are ripping off the basically American companies. Americans really can't sue somebody in a Chinese court. And so the same thing happens with most law. Like if you have a law against like disclosing contracts, like let's say you're wholesaling in South Carolina and you live in Botswana, it's going to be very hard for the state of South Carolina to go after you for wholesaling virtually in South Carolina if you live in Botswana. They're not going to do much. That's the biggest issue. It's going to be very difficult to do that. So that's the way around it. Now, being in the United States is always going to be the best because you can actually buy property in the United States. You can buy property, but like being in America is way better. But I will tell you that there are advantages to being virtual too. Yeah, I mean, there's less chance of being sued. It happens all the dang time. Okay, so let's see here. Like I know somebody basically. I had a buddy. He got in a car accident with somebody who was from Mexico, and they visited here from Mexico. They got in a car accident, and basically the guy, no joke, flew back to Mexico, and because he was visiting the United States, and basically the guy wanted to sue him for like neck injuries, not like the guy. And then the lawyers was like, "Well, okay, you want me to go to Mexico City and sue this guy? Like I'm American." And so it happens a lot where it's like it's very weird. The laws get very weird in the United States where it's like, hey, if somebody visits the United States and they basically they do like it's very hard to civilly sue someone if they're like non-American citizens. Now, if they have American businesses, obviously it's different. But like for you who doesn't have an American business and you're like calling and texting, it's just a lot different. Zach, can M2M members unlock DM in the reals? Yes, I can do that for you. I would prefer you do level up, but what level are you? Let me see. I'm not there yet, but do you get around the new disclosure? Yeah, Ohio is a disclosure. I mean, work with your title company on it. I mean, it's just a big nothing burger. You put extra words in a contract. It's not that crazy. Do you have any live videos calling dollar diamond leads? Yes, I had one 3 weeks ago, and I closed 2 sellers. Pretty simple. Yeah, text them. Yeah, text them in a way where I would text them saying, "Hey, I saw you're interested in an offer from my team. When's a good time to talk about your cash offer?" That's the best way to do it, Victor. Instead of X leads too. I mean, make a post or two. I'll level you up. I can help you out with it. And if you want to hop on, you have a question. I'm a streamer link. You want to hop on? We're happy to hop on and talk to you guys. There we go. All righty. There we go. All right. What's the link to dollar leads? I mean, it's dollarleads.com, but it's already sold out. I wait till next week to see what's going on. All right, some good questions though. My girlfriend has to go back to South Africa when her visa expires, and she wants to make big money too. Oh yeah, she can virtually wholesale from South Africa, no problem. Maria says, Zach, what are your top 5 favorite virtual wholesale markets right now? All right, let me write them down. Okay, top 5 favorite virtual wholesaling markets. I think I did this the other day, but I'm going to do it again just for y'all out here. All right, let me share my screen. Okay. Top 5 virtual wholesaling markets right now. I'm probably going to tell you. Okay, I'm going to say Port St. Lucie, Florida. 200,000 people in the city. Absolutely amazing. Port St. Lucie, Florida. I'm going to put Springfield, Missouri. All right, number 3. I'm going to throw Springfield, Ohio in there just to be funny. It's a great area. Number 2. It's a good one. Think about this. I'm going to say Monroe County, Pennsylvania. And then number 1, what is a good number 1? I mean, okay. Number 1, I'm probably, if I look at the map right now and say, where would I stick a virtual guy or gal? I'm going to say OKC or Tulsa. Why not? OKC or Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm going to say Oklahoma City or Tulsa, Oklahoma. We should bring every wholesaler into Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's virtual. That's what I really believe. I think that'd be great. It'd be awesome. So that's what I'm thinking. So those are my top 5. I don't like the top on this thing. OKC, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Monroe County, Pennsylvania, and then Springfield, Ohio, Springfield, Missouri, and then Port St. Lucie. There we go. That's what we did. York County, not bad. York County, PA. I would probably not prefer York County. So, I mean, I'll be real with you. Look at York County. I mean, that's Lancaster area. I mean, no. York County's not. No. York County's not. No. There's not many good deals out there. I mean, it's basically no. Hagerstown's pretty good. Hagerstown's actually pretty good. Corpus Christi's, Spartanburg's okay. It's not my favorite. Rose, what's going on?
I'm good.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. I'm just listening to
Okay. You don't want to talk?
I am good.
Rose, what market are you in?
I'm sorry. I am from the Philippines.
Awesome.
I was using Xleads before. It's hard for me to understand. That's you do the stream live today. If I can know more. Thank you for choosing me.
Okay, where in the Philippines do you live?
I'm in Mindanao.
Where?
Mindanao.
Oh, Mindanao. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know all about the. I know all the areas. I got employees everywhere in the Philippines. So, okay, so you're looking to virtually wholesale?
No, because I'm a virtual assistant and I'm looking for a wholesale job.
Why don't you virtually wholesale? You'd make a lot more money.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
no, because I don't have idea yet on how to really do it. So that's why I keep on like listening to your video.
I
I have a
appreciate it.
before.
You should try to wholesale yourself. I would try it out. I think it'd be fun.
Okay, I will try it and I need to learn it from you.
There we go.
Yeah. Thank you, Zach.
Appreciate it, Rose.
Thank you so much.
There we go. Ibrahim, what's going on?
Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm blessed, man. How are you?
I'm very fine, thank you. First of all, I would like to thank you for imparting all of your wisdom and teachings for us, all for free, by the way.
Of course, man. What's going on? How can I help you out?
Well, first of all, I just DM'd you in the school group about me being banned from there. You can check
Uh-oh.
out the comments for yourself. If you think it's fair that I'm banned, that's fine.
Okay. Why did you get banned?
Well, I was commenting, to be honest, I believe my comments did come across as spammy. But again, you really don't have much of a choice to level up in the school group, so I keep copying and pasting the same message, to be honest.
Okay, that's probably the reason why.
Yeah,
And it
yeah,
wasn't probably me that did it. It was probably a moderator that's like, okay, this guy's just spamming, so we're gonna take him out. So
yeah.
I would all right. I got your DM right there. I'll send it to somebody and I'll see if I get unbanned. If you do it again, we'll ban you again. But I think you learned your lesson here.
I did. And again, thank you very much. I'm trying. I just joined. I figured out this whole wholesaling thing about a week or two ago. Found your group, joined, and hopefully I'll be on track on making my first deal. I'm gonna try to sign up on X Leads.
All righty. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Let me throw you on here. Hold on. All righty. Let's see. Just throw you on here. Just make sure you're all good. So view profile. How do I unban you? All right. I'll figure that out after. All right. We'll get you going, Abraham. There we go.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Of course, bro. Appreciate it. There we go. Victor, what's going on? Victor. Victor. Victor, wake up. Victor. All right. Victor is sleeping. No problem. What is the link you gave the other day to stamp sticky notes? I teach you how to do it inside of freelson.com. Sticky note stamper. Look down Etsy and you can make your own on there. There he goes, back on.
Yep.
What's going on,
Oh,
man?
shoot. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, dude. How are you?
Sorry. Hello.
Hi.
Let me check. Nope. Hello. I cannot
Hi.
hear you.
All righty. Well, I think people can hear me. So
Shoot.
try it again. I'm going to answer some questions while you try to figure that out. All right, man?
Hello?
Can you hear me? All righty. I'm going to have him figure that out. He's got to figure out how that works. All righty. Thank you for sharing your experience and knowledge. Of course, I want to help everyone. If you want to learn, I got freelson.com. You want to learn how to wholesale real estate for free. All righty. Then also, guys, we have our paid school group. If you want to get your first deal in 90 days, we guarantee that your money back. You go to joinm2m.com. Let's see what questions we got here. All right, is this working for you?
Okay, much better.
There we go. What's going on, man?
Not much. Just been trying to grind on the M2M group while here at work.
There we go.
Yeah, so I guess my question is, is it a requirement to change my area code when I'm mass texting or SMS blast texting out of state? Could I just use the same, like, because I have about 15.
Yeah, do you have the M2M X Leads pack in there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make it general because you have so many of how it auto rotates in there with that system. You're gonna, it doesn't have to be the same area code. It's not like calling, right? If someone gets a text from an out of state area code, they don't really think of anything from it as much as a call. Call's a lot different. Okay. Texting, I really wouldn't worry about it too much.
Okay, perfect. So I don't have to create like another campaign, like duplicate that campaign.
Let me ask you: have you ever gotten a call from an out of state area code?
Have I? Yes.
Yes. Okay. Cool. And have you answered it? Have you not answered because it was out of state?
I mean,
yes.
Sometimes
probably.
no, but yes, I have.
Okay. What about you getting a text message from out of state? Do you refuse
Oh,
to even
yeah.
look at the text, or do you look at the text still?
Oh, I always look at the text. Yeah, for sure.
You
Easy
know what I
enough.
mean? Because it's in your face, dude, right? It's in your face. You pop of it's right there. So I think that I just answered your own question there, man.
Cool. Easy as that.
Simple, dude. So,
Cool. Thank you, brother.
all right, man. We'll keep it up. And how many texts are you sending out a day right now?
1,000.
Beautiful, dude. And you got Ricardo or Adriana in there making sure you're doing it every week or every other week?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Keep you going.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you.
Keep it up, dude. You got any questions? Let me know.
Appreciate it, brother.
There we go. Appreciate it. So Victor there, he's an M2M. So obviously we have multiple customer success managers. We have 2 awesome coaches in there too. They're making $100K a month in their own wholesaling businesses. And pretty much what they do is just make sure that you are actually doing your deals. So pretty exciting. What else in M2M is pretty cool? Oh yeah, this was really cool. Currently inside the M2M community, we currently have, I think Evan just posted this. I thought it was really cool. We have, I looked here. We currently have over we total up 1,900 follow-up leads that people, almost 2,000 follow-up leads that got produced the first 2 months inside of M2M, that we track every single follow-up that every student has to have, which is kind of crazy. They generated 1,040 non-PPL leads this week, and we have almost 50 signed contracts this week. And these are some awesome. Dana's got 11 contracts. That's pretty sick. And then we got 9 confirmed closings from people this week, which is really exciting. So, and then we have 132 active contracts in the pipeline for M2M users. So it's pretty much, we're like co-CEO, co-COOs, and we just basically, our coaches go inside your business and we look at each and everything, and we can guarantee your first deal because we like audit your business every day. So pretty cool. If you want to guarantee your first deal in 90 days with an awesome system, you get customized X leads done for you inside of there. It makes your texting next level. Go to joinm2m.com, and it's pretty exciting there. But yeah, stop political violence. Interesting. It says first contract just sold for a $12,000 assumed fee. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Seller is asking 125. I got it for 72K. Sold it for 80. Tight. On Facebook Market, you reached out to the guy on Facebook Marketplace? Holy moly, man. Whoa. Wow. Wow. Facebook Marketplace to find the deal. Dude. Oh my gosh. That's filthy. That is filthy, man. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Tony says, hello, Zach. This is funny. What do you think it is that makes Minneapolis and St. Paul bad wholesaling markets? I mean, I think it's just statistics, dude. Like, I'll be real. Like, I don't know many guys. I'm making $100K a month in Minneapolis. Like, you don't see that. And it's weird because the Midwest is the Midwest, right? Let's look at Minneapolis average median home price. Because like the suburbs of Chicago, I crush it. The price in Minneapolis isn't bad either. What's St. Paul? Let's look. St. Paul's 290. I mean, that's weird. I mean, I'll be real. It should be really good for wholesaling, but it just sucks. I'll just be real with you. It really does suck. So, man, I mean, most likely it's probably the area's not awful either. What's Twin Cities population? Let's look at Twin Cities population. I think it's the lack of investors most likely. I mean, 3 million. I mean, dude, I think the biggest issue with St. Paul and Minneapolis is, first and foremost, I just don't see any holes. Like, it's weird. Like, I'm gonna show you a map really quick. So let's just go on a map really quick. Okay. So let's do a map of these areas. And I think it's because it has to be the area. Like, I'll be real. I don't have the perfect answer for it like many other cities. But if I go on a map here, right, And I look at Chicago. Let's actually go. Let's start here. Okay. Eastern PA right here. Allentown area is beautiful for wholesaling. You go into this area, kind of sucks. Pittsburgh's not really that good. Not really a big fan of Pittsburgh. You go out here, Youngstown's okay. And Akron, Cleveland, you can wholesale, no problem. Columbus is great. Dayton is amazing. Cincinnati's awesome. The whole Midwest, right? Right? The whole Midwest is really good. And then you got Detroit, which is amazing for wholesaling. Okay, like amazing. All right, let's see here. All right, cool. So you go to Detroit's amazing, right? And Grand Rapids is amazing. See, all these areas are awesome. Even the suburbs of Chicago, okay, not bad at all for wholesaling. Milwaukee is amazing for wholesaling. Okay. Davenport, amazing. Cedar Rapids, you can wholesale, no problem. But like right when you hit outside of Iowa, okay, I'll be real, Eau Claire is a great area for wholesaling. But once you get right here in Minneapolis, the amount of wholesalers go to nothing. There's not many people doing any deals out here in North Dakota, South Dakota. Omaha, Lincoln, there's some wholesaling. And then you got Missouri, which is good. But like it's in the Midwest, right when you hit outside of Wisconsin, it does not work. Iowa works, but it's just weird. It's such a weird area. And I'll be honest, I've tried some wholesaling there. There's some areas you can wholesale in Minneapolis, but the sheer deals you'll do in Milwaukee versus Minneapolis is crazy to me. I mean, what's Milwaukee's population? I mean, way smaller. Their metro population is 1.5. It's crazy. It's weird. I think there's just less investment activity in the area. And I just less cash buyers. It's the only way that makes sense there. But I'm not the expert at that area either. But yeah, there's not a lot of people out here doing a bunch of deals there. It breaks my heart. Oh, I hate it. Tim, I don't think Tim's the issue. But honestly, no, Illinois is very, their politics are a little weird in Illinois, but you get to wholesale easy there. A lot of investment still going on there. It's weird. How's the group? It's $158 a month for the annual for M2M, which is awesome. That's not a bad price. Let's see. It makes any difference. This place has a lot of realtors. I mean, hey, maybe that's why. Hey. Let's see. Some great questions. Bree says, anybody want a JV in Central New York? Central New York is also a really good wholesale. It's not a bad market at all. Not a bad one. Let's see here. Zach, how many likes for a 6-month free trial on X Leads? What? I mean, everyone's been asking for a 7-day free trial for a while. I mean, I think after version 4 of X Leads coming out in January, I don't think there's even a point. But I wouldn't even talk. I'm not even hype that up. But yeah, version 4 of X Leads, version 2 of Dollar Leads coming out. It's gonna be very exciting. But version 4 of X Leads, that is like mind blowing stuff. I'm waiting for that one. We're really close. I got a couple big meetings next week about it, and we should have a date by next week on when version 4 is going to drop. And then it's all hands on deck there. That 12K deal off of Facebook Marketplace is hilarious to me. Oh my gosh. Daily, I'm about to get my first deal cold calling and X Leads this month. I just got the plan today. Awesome. Congrats. I've been at it for 3 months, but no deal, and had 2 slip through my fingers on Zillow. Time to lock in. Yep. Go to xleads.com. Get your first deal. That's how you do it. You just go to freeholston.com right here. Go through testimonials. They're all using X Leads. But you also don't need to use X Leads to get a deal. But yeah. Let's see here. Bro's dropping lots of gems. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Juan says, Zach, can you help me find a JV or something for a deal I have locked up? Yeah. Where you got the deal locked up? Let me know. I'm going to get clean with the basic plan. Do you have buyers in San Joe? So Joe says, do you have buyers in San Antonio? Can't seem to have a buyer who wants to fully rehab property in the 78210 that's under 80. Yeah, DM me. I can help you out. Interesting. Yeah, I'll help you out. So guys, that is exactly how to get your free inbound leads inside of wholesaling real estate in 2026. Guys, these leads are amazing. They're inbound. You don't do any calling or texting, and you will start getting deals. So guys, if you got any value from this live stream, do me a favor. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. This is Zach signing out.